welcome to another episode of the Thanalysis show with your one and only Thanasis Antetokounmpo.
Hey!
And the Milwaukee Bucks are the NBA Cup champions. Shout out to Milwaukee. But before I said that, sorry, the reason I start like that, my intro too, Tony, is because I'll be feeling a little bit, I'm a little bit, I'm sad a little bit. One of my brother's teammates got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And I was watching the game, and I was like, man, I watched it. I couldn't believe it. I just want to send, my guy Mathias said, man, quick speed healing, and don't worry, brother, you'll be back on the court. No time, brother. No time.
I did see a report that said about 4 months.
Yeah,
with a fracture.
Hey, I'm glad. I'm grateful. That it's nothing more serious, because the way it looked, it was crazy. Tony, I saw it live, so it was crazy. Okay, back to our Milwaukee Bucks. Man, way to crush it. Way to go 7-0 in the NBA Cup. Now you understand how hard that is, right? To go undefeated.
Apparently it's really easy, since Darvin Ham and Taurean Prince have both done it now. Twice. 2 times. So
first of all, it's so hard that from all 4 teams that were in the Final Four last year, 3 of them are different. We're the only team that was 2 years in a row. It's that hard. That's crazy, right? So I'm glad, I'm grateful, like the guys. And let's talk about it more, though. We're going to talk about it more during the show. Hey, before we start the show as well, please, guys, don't forget, like, share, subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the show on audio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever you get your podcast from. Make sure you support the show. You guys have been amazing. Let's get it, Tony.
All right, I got to start right off the bat. This video went super viral. Obviously, this. People come to you for content all the time. I sent some texts to some people like, hey, you're going to have to start investing in this content if you really want to use it. However, right after the Bucks won the championship, Giannis, celebrates with the team, and then they show him on television walking toward the sideline. I had taken a step back. You were talking to someone in the crowd, and he waves you over, and you guys embrace, dap each other up, give each other a hug. What did you say to him in that moment?
No, I'm just proud of him. I was just proud of him, and just like him, like really, really fighting. This is one of those feelings that I cannot describe. It was such. It was this weird feeling, but I'm so happy for the team, so happy for the guys, and I don't want to get emotional because, you play hard, and the way the season started, and the way we are today, and what we want to accomplish. Did you listen to his speech after?
It was everything.
Have you ever
want in a leader?
Exactly. Have you ever heard a speech like that after winning an NBA Cup, or after winning kind of sort of an achievement championship? So intense, so locked in. We're playing good, we're playing better. This is what we need to do. All these things. Man, I'm so proud, so proud.
So Jeff Teague said on his podcast that he hadn't seen Giannis that locked in. I think he's a great storyteller. He tells some great stories on his podcast. He's entertaining as hell too. But he said on his podcast he hasn't seen Giannis this locked in since 2021. I don't think that. I don't want to take away from what you guys did in 22 or 23.
No. Okay, that is. I get why he said that. That is for obviously this guy's been playing out of his mind last year and this year and the year before that. Every game, guys. He's coming with this hunger and this demeanor that he wants to come and really wreak havoc. But I know why he said that is because the closeout games are a different feeling, and this is for the marbles, as they say. And usually you show up or you shrink. You know what I mean? And
a 26.19 rebound 10 assist game.
Yeah,
that's showing up.
Yeah, that definitely showing up. And that's what that's one of those things that I kind of feel like a lot of people are kind of. That's why it's so hard to play against Jan on these closeout games. Just hard, man. Hard. It's tough. It reminds me of how hard it is to play against KD. How hard it is to play against Bron and Steph. And it's hard to play against Giannis in a closeout game because it's a physicality as well. And then we'll talk a little bit about the game as well, how the game went and what I thought about the game. But man, it was great, man. I loved it.
He said when they were out there, like, it's great for everyone, to be in Vegas. It's a different experience, but
Yeah.
he stays in his room.
Yeah.
That's just, obviously, like, he doesn't seem like a guy who goes out a ton or things like that, but that's how locked in he is? Like, he's staying in
Yeah,
his room,
100%.
he's
Yeah,
locked in.
because like we don't, you know what I'm saying? It's team function or like a team dinner, stuff like that. But like going out, like,
Yeah.
it's just you gotta rest, man. Gotta rest. You playing that intense and put your body on the line every night, every other day. So
All right, I have two questions here, and they're a little bit about you. And I know we like to talk about the Bucks on this podcast, but this is what I saw during this Cup game. But you just being around the team, you were in Vegas for the Hawks game
Yeah.
on Saturday night,
Yeah.
and then Sunday, Monday were off, not off days, but no games, and they win on Tuesday night. Just your feelings, because when we talked before, your first game back when you were sitting sidelines, I think it was the Rockets game. I asked you on the show. I said,
either
was it
Rockets or
hard?
Chicago, one or the other.
One of the two, but I was like, hey,
one of the two.
You're such a staple on that team. Like, was it hard not being able to play? And we kept it real, and you said, yeah, it was hard. Being around the team, almost like a mini road trip. Was that hard?
Hard. I had to. I travel. I came from LA, so I'm doing the rehab stuff and just like, with specialists trying to get back and be ready. Next couple of months and stuff like that. But like for me, it was hard just like to be there because like you want to support the team. You don't want to be a distraction, like I told you like previous podcast, but at the same time, like I admire the guys, like just fill them with positivity and I want to win. They want to win. The team wants to win. I want the city to win. Like I want the Bucks fans to be proud of like this team. And it's hard. Like it's a whole NBA season, and this is what it is. Like and especially in a competition like this, you can't have no off game. This ain't no off game. Yep. Like if you have an off game, you gotta have something else to come with it to get a win, and just to be able to play against the team. First of all, that we actually the Bucks lost might have been like 7 days ago, 10 days ago from the Hawks on a back-to-back, and then coming to beat like OKC, which OKC is like top tier.
They were 25.
Top tier, yeah. That means, and sometimes obviously it's the matchup as well. But like, I'll let you know, like, hey.
Even before the Hawks game, they had to play Detroit, who hadn't lost in pool play, and it came down to the final game. So that was essentially a knockout game.
Yeah.
And just a couple weeks before that, the Bucks had played Detroit into overtime with the Isaiah Stewart game and the missed free throw. So like, it's not like they were playing teams that they just had no history with. They hadn't seen weeks before, that they didn't have film on. Yeah. Like they played in Detroit. Orlando was good, obviously. What? Atlanta into OKC. Like, that's a solid gauntlet to go through.
Very solid gauntlet. And then, so it's not only to go through. So what's the hardest part is not just the teams you play, right? The hardest part is that so you can lose a game and still go all the way, right? You lose a game in the beginning in pool play, correct? But the thing about losing the game in pool play, you won't get an advantage to go to the semis. So you're gonna play away. Yep. But the other thing that people didn't talk about is that you might be 3-0 or 3-1 in pool play, and then all of a sudden the team decides to lose by 40 and you're out.
And you are out. Yep.
So that's
super underrated in this competition.
Very underrated. That's very underrated. We're talking about look at the Celtics. 2 years in a row didn't qualify to go to the Final Four. You think the Celtics don't want to win? They want to win everything. You think teams like the Cavs, they just didn't make it because the way the game is not just the wins, it's the aggregate with points. Obviously, if you don't get the 4-0, but anything can happen, and another team might just go ahead of you because they got better points, more points. I mean,
I don't know. So I work in we do this, but we have the radio stations here in Milwaukee. And the amount of hosts that I have talked with over the past couple of days who don't care about the NBA Cup. The NBA Cup is stupid, blah, 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 this, that, whatever. Okay. I don't think people understand the way y'all get to your level is because you're obviously amazing athletes, great basketball players, hyper competitive.
Yeah.
So if the NBA puts something in front of you and says, like, this is a game, this is a competition, there's a trophy, go and win it. y'all are going to do everything you can to go out. Like, the players take it seriously. And that's what I don't think some of these, like, average fans are just like, oh, this is dumb. I don't think they realize, like, y'all take it serious.
Okay, so I'll tell you what it is. It's the second year, right? You got to take into consideration that it's new and it's not been a thing, but like it's gonna be a thing in the future that says like, hey, we got this year it's gonna be called a double. That's how when people win both, it's like they're gonna be like, oh, this year he had a double this year. Like when we're in Europe, we have a treble we call it, or triple crown.
Okay.
When you win domestic league, Greek league, the Greek Cup, and European league. So that's called the triple crown. Yes.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Win all three of those.
So yeah, I am telling you, like you'll see now I guarantee you any amount of money after the Bucks won, everybody wants to win. Want to win this. And the reason is behind that because it's hard, first of all, because if it was that easy, everybody would be at the Final Four. Everybody would be like, oh, I want to go to the Final Four. Second of all, obviously the money, okay, of course, it's a great prize, you know, but it is the prestige, you know, and being competitive. And you know what I hope, like in the back of my mind, I was like, I hope you guys don't care about it. Watch what happens in 10 years. Let's rock up there. And watch what happens.
Do you know what? I want to talk to someone who was like working in sports maybe or like around when the first Super Bowl happened. Like, I wonder like how much – now it's the biggest day on the sports calendar here in the United States. Like, I wonder back then when they were like, oh, the AFC is playing the NFC. That's what they were called then. Like, is this a big deal? And I wonder how they felt about it then, because now it's the biggest day ever, and it's only 58 years old. Like, it's not that old. It's not the historic World Cup or something like that where it's like we've always done this. I give a huge round of applause to Adam Silver and the NBA for just trying this, and it clearly works. They win in the first year. They didn't have a sponsor. Year two, they bring back Emirates, one of the biggest brands in the world, to sponsor this thing. And it's fun. It's exciting. Like it's something new and different. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, and the other thing as well, you gotta understand is like it's great for every team because that's the whole goal of the cup. Like in Greece, you have teams that are division. It used to be. I remember we played against Aris. We were playing third division, and we played against the Division 1 team. We played against Aris Thessaloniki in a cup game. So, like, it's from all around. Any team can play anybody and win, correct? It has to do with timing, who's performing good, who's playing. But at the same time, you're going to see key matchups. And then you're going to see people step up. It's big game. It's lose. It's win or go home. It's one or the other. It's win or go. You can't tell somebody who had to win 7 in a row, oh, okay, you don't care about the 8th game. You think they don't care? Of course they do.
Yeah.
Because winners win. That's what winners do. You don't.
And that's what Giannis said leaving.
You don't turn it off and go like, oh, I want to win today, but today I want to lose. That's what losers do. No, I'm being serious. That's
it's real.
Yes.
No, I'm laughing because like it's the idea like that's what losers do. Like you think let's just say LeBron James, Kevin Durant. You think they ever laced up? There's a day in their life never laced up those shoes on a court to say like, I'll probably lose today.
No, again, you know, maybe the body's not feeling 100%. Obviously, I'm not saying you're gonna go out there and go crazy, but I guarantee you, the amount of money they're playing to win. That's why they're at this high level. It's not because if you think about it, what separates guys who are the top tier and guys who are right here? It's winning. It's nothing else. Like you see, like, oh, this guy's way more than I like his game more, but he's never won. I like his game more, but he's not winning. That's why Bron is Bron, bro. He's been 10 times in the finals, bro. Do you understand? Okay, let me give you an example. Let's go and we'll talk about, hopefully we'll talk about this in May, June, etc.
Yep.
Do you understand how crazy feeling this is when you go to Final Four or you go through all this cup game and you're the last team standing? You can only imagine when you win the Larry O'Brien, how that feeling is, right? Yeah. You're the last team standing. So it's the same feeling. What? Okay. Plus the money. You know the bonus is bigger? Did you know that?
Yeah, it was 514, right?
Yeah. Do you know the bonus is bigger than winning the Larry O'Brien?
Is it?
Yes.
I don't know if a lot of people know that because they make a big deal about the bonus for this one. But
when it comes to prize.
I didn't know that.
But I'm told you I'm a business. This is what I do. I sit down and I go like the business side and see this and see that. Like I'm telling you,
Oh yeah.
this is what people don't see. And at the same time, one of the other things I would say is that I love how the team came together. And this will like I said, it's one of those games that you start the season like that is make or break your season. And right now, it's making it for them.
And if the part of that 514, like if there's any podcasts that have promoted the cup, supported the Bucks throughout the process, and the Bucks want to break us off a little something, we'll happily take it.
This one. We'll take it. We'll take a segment.
Yep. All right. I did want to ask you though. So one of the things every time you're at a game and they show you on TV, the posts come in, right? And we've addressed this on the show before, but I want you to reiterate because everyone who says the Bucks should sign you as a coach, you talked to me about it. You talked to Jim Orzwowski about it from the Journal Sentinel. You are working your ass off to get back on the court.
Yes.
Can I just say that to the listener?
No. Okay,
I have seen it in person. He is working tirelessly to get on the court. He'll be a great coach one day if he ever decides to be.
That's true. Hopefully, I mean,
or GM. Honestly, GM. I want to see you in the front office one day. I'm telling you, I think you could cook up a championship roster for sure. But he's working to get back on the court, people.
But I talk with great people. I ask great questions to even with John Horst or Milt or all these guys in the front office and with the Bucks and other front office guys I've talked to, and Mr. John Hammond, people I talked to around the league. I just, it's a copycat league. You copy people who win or know how to build good roster or have an eye for talent or potential. So those are the people that you okay, I see that. And that's why, whenever I meet a GM or whenever I meet people in the front office, I always if it's something I don't see, I don't understand, I always ask questions okay, why was this? Why did this happen? You know what I'm saying? Even this whole thing with Minnesota, which was very confusing to me in the beginning. I was like, what's going on? But then I understood salary cap, long term, all this other stuff. So it's stuff like that that really makes you understand the big landscape of stuff of the
just how it all works. Yeah, I think I believe you said you have 10 years left in your body once you get back.
100%. Well, I will stop playing. Listen, the way I work on my body, I'll stop playing whenever I want to stop playing. Seriously.
For sure. So chill with the coach tweets, everyone. They're nice thoughts.
I haven't seen none of them. Are they tweeting the show?
They're not the show. My phone. Just when is he going to be coach of the Bucks? Stop asking questions. I'm not going to respond to you.
I'm not going to be coach of the Bucks. I'm sorry. Not anytime soon.
There you go. That's a great answer. Not anytime soon.
Yeah, I would love to be an addition. I'm not I learn till I get ready to do something, and then I do it, tirelessly. But I have to set yourself up to learn and stuff like that. And you got to understand anything. Once you get out that space and you go into coaching or you go do stuff like that after you stop playing, you got to understand there's another view to it, which is the view of you're a rookie again. You got to start your way up again. I mean, unless you're Steve Nash or you go or
it's funny you bring that up because when you had Dame Lillard on the pod, he talked about his rap career and he's like, I know that in the NBA space, I'm Dame Lillard. In the rap game, I'm a rookie and I learn this way and I do these things. And I think that's super important to recognize. Very few occasions can people step into a new arena and dominate the way they did on the basketball court or vice versa.
I'm telling you, I've been around great coaches. I've mentioned it before. Mike Bud, Doc Rivers, Dimitris Itoudis, Vasilis Panoulis, Xavi Pascual, Rick Pitino. The best of the best. The best of the best. The only people I haven't been on is Obradovic, Jaskevicius, and maybe two more others. Juan, even with Juan Peñarroya, which is now the coach for Barcelona, great coaches, the same three in Europe. I've seen every system after system after system, and I've been the guy who plays that system because I'm a role player. You know what I'm saying? I've been the guy who is in the role. Okay, role play. What do? We do this 1, 2, 3, 4 XYZ example. You know what I mean? And shout out, by the way, to Thiago Splitter, winning 10 games in a row in the EuroLeague for my ABA fans, go watch this team. Paris basketball are crushing it, crushing teams
All
with
right.
different schemes, basketball. Even if you're a coach or anybody who's listening to this, go watch them play.
You list the great coaches you've played for and been around, and I just want a friendly reminder to everyone: Phil Jackson.
Oh yeah, Phil Jackson. Yeah, obviously.
Phil
but
Jackson,
I never talked coaching with Mr.
No,
Phil. It was mostly.
No, I know. I just don't want to forget the name. So someone's like, he didn't mention Phil Jackson. Oh no!
No.
Phil Jackson
drafted me though.
him.
He drafted me.
Yes.
I had great coaches, Kerry Rambis. Like I talked to Craig Hodges. Like I talked to great coaches all around individual work, teamwork, system. Bro, do you know that I know the triangle?
Do you really?
Yes. I could see that.
That's like the most complicated offense to
I swear to you, I could see that. I'll give you like literally the principles, and then I have two people who literally know, like probably from good, and my guy shout out to Dwayne, Mitch, like literally know triangle, text winner, Phil Jackson. That's crazy, right?
It is, and also we should do a separate video where we're on a court and you like literally
anytime.
When
I feel like New York, this is what we ran, the triangle.
Oh, that's duh, that's of course you were in New York. Yes, yeah. I forget that. I think people would be shocked to learn how complicated it is, and how hard the way.
Yeah, it is and it isn't. It's just different than what's being played now. To a certain
episode
degree. The Warriors kind of, and we kind of a little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah, right. A little bit. Hey, want to thank our sponsors, Gruber Law Offices. I want us to thank Potawatomi Casinos and Hotel and Car Bliss. Thank you guys so much. Back to the show.
I'm going to switch it up on you for a sec. What was the coolest or best other celebrity interaction you had in Vegas at the NBA Cup?
Celebrity interaction. I mean, I met a lot of people. I did I told you, I kind of posted it too. We did a show with, you guys don't miss it. Go watch it. Me and Cameron went on the show, talked a lot of ish and all that stuff to each other. It was great.
That's a lot. That's a good episode.
Yeah, there's a scene, like we're going so back and forth. There's a scene they actually say, like, there won't be any Giannis or Dame or Milwaukee slander. Like it was great. Let's go watch it.
That's the one. I wanted you to tease that one. Depending on when you're watching this episode, that episode is going to drop on Tuesday, December 24th on Cam's page. So make sure to check that out.
Oh.
And then so I also a couple more things from the NBA Cup. None of the Milwaukee Bucks touched the coolers, the champagne bottles. I don't think anyone touched the waterproof goggles.
Yeah.
As a fan, I thought that was awesome. Like, all right, we understand. We won a championship here. We won a trophy. We won a title. We're NBA Cup champs. But we have a bigger goal in front of us. And that goal is to spray champagne all over Pfizer Forum when they win a title this year. What were your thoughts on no one touching the bubbly?
I'll be honest with you. I was like, I felt it too because, even in the cup, like every cup I've played in overseas, like you do have a celebration. You do put your medal and raise the cup and people go crazy and it's a huge like fans waiting for you and ceremony and the banner, of course, because it's a cup and league. But you never, I was never the champagne but when we won the league, it's different.
That's when you do it?
So it's the same thing. So to me, it was normal. I think last year was kind of threw me off.
Did the Lakers spray champagne? I don't remember.
I think I saw some like videos that like last year threw me off. Last year because I was like, okay, I can see it, but usually you just like, hey, that's an accolade. This is a team success, a city success for the club, and then let's keep it moving. Let's go now. Let's go get the bigger one.
I just thought from like viewership, I just thought it was cool. Like I thought the cup and everything was amazing. I loved the soccer style or football style. Giannis grabbed the trophy and then did the raise with it.
No,
like that's awesome.
That's how you do it.
Oh no, I know. So like,
did you know this? That some people don't know how to do that.
Like how I feel like a lot of people in the United States don't understand what they were doing because the NBA Cup isn't different if you pay attention to European football.
Yeah.
Like these in-season tournaments happen all the time.
And the other reason is you got to win for you to know. You got to win multiple times and be like, okay, when I win, this is what I'm going to do. so that is one reason why. But the other reason as well is that when you win the cup, you're supposed to. And it's supposed to be, you're playing, let's say, at home or you're with your fans, whatever, and it goes like, oh, and you put it up and, confetti, fans, and that's the, even soccer, anywhere. That's how you,
that's how it works.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
I thought it was cool. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. It looked awesome.
I was so proud, man. You should have seen my face, man. I was like, man, this guy's really putting the hard work and it's paying off and they're locked in and they're playing together, and to face adversity. First they go like, okay, it's 2-8 and you guys are gonna, the Bucks are not gonna be playing good this year, and they're out of tune, they're out of shape, blah, 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 whatever. I don't know, like they're not playing great defense. Then you like flip the script. And you're like, no, you win 8 in a row, 7 in a row. We actually lost one just because with LaMelo that one, and then we look like we would really be on the run right now.
Well, I think, what is it, 13 out of the last 16 still?
Yeah, 13 out of the last 16. And then and the 16 was like, we played Boston away, and then we played Atlanta on a back-to-back, going to Detroit and coming right back to play Atlanta.
So the 3 losses are the LaMelo game.
Yeah. Boston.
On the road in Boston, which was like a 4-point loss and close at
literally
the end.
In the last minute, and the other. This is what people don't see. You can't see that if you're not watching every game. So that, and then now it was like, okay, yeah, but when they play teams on the over 500, they struggle. I'm like, guys, we just played Houston. It was over 500, great team, and then we just play OKC.
Yep, another
great team. And then on Friday we're gonna play another great team. So let's see.
On the road in Cleveland.
That's what I'm trying to say. And Cleveland, we lost 2 games. Like, it was kind of weird.
I think
we lost the one game buzzer beater with Dono. Dono hit the buzzer. I mean, Donovan Mitchell hit the buzzer. And then the second game with no Giannis, we went to the wire. We was up by 12, and we just gave it up again. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't know how people see it, but just like from the inside looking out, it's like, all right, just wait. That's what the whole thing.
When we had Giannis on, when he crashed the pod a couple weeks ago, which is still blowing up, and it's amazing.
Everybody everywhere. This episode was been playing. I'm in LA. I go. I'm working out. I look up. I'm on ESPN. Watch the interview. I'm like, whoa.
Was it when you saw it on
cable? Yeah. Watch the interview. I was going back and forth. I'm like, what? Then then in Greece, watching the interview in Greece. Then in Serbia, the same thing. Just watching the interview with Serbian and Greek subtitles. We should have exclusive with them on content.
I would love, and we can make this happen. I would love you two to do an interview in an entire episode for the Greek audience for a couple reasons. One,
go.
I would say one. I think it would be incredible because now that you guys are here, people just expect you to only speak English.
Yeah.
And I think when you're able to speak in more of a native language too, you're just able to open up better and things like that. But also, the American journalist scrambling to translate it would be hilarious.
No, you do not understand. If we do one in Greek with my brothers, it would be it would break the internet. You know why? Because first of all, it's what you said. We're more comfortable, but the stories we have. Bro, we've lived. You know what he said? He said we lived six lives. And I see that in the future of the show or anything we do with the brothers, if we ever decide to do that, like, bro, it would break the internet because stories now, bro, you cannot imagine what they did, what they would do if we went to play. Me and my brother would go to play, what they would do, like teams would do and stuff like that. Like, you would be amazed. So,
I watched a documentary once. I forgot what streaming service, but it was about J Balvin, the reggaeton artist. And he's from Medellin, and a lot of the time he talked about like mental health and his emotions, but he did that part in Spanish because he was more comfortable talking in Spanish. So I was just like, I had this vision of you. If we got all y'all to sit down, you tell me where to be to record and do whatever.
We'll make it happen. Now he wants to be on. Now he wants to be on the show. It's like, bro, I want to come listen to you guys when you guys do the show. All right, bro.
We will have an open chair 24 hours a day. No matter. Call me at 3 a.m.
Yes, I could
We're
just
there.
I could just have we could just have the team production team just send you the episode before they come out. Like you don't need to.
I feel like I was going somewhere with that, and I completely lost my train of thought. So it's funny when we had him on, he talked about he's like, oh, tonight we win because it was right after the Orlando game. Tonight we win, Vegas, baby. And then he's like, and then after we lose it, they suck. Get them out of here.
Get him out of here.
It's kind of wild how Giannis and Dame went from, in the course of 6 weeks, they went from this is a bad trade to are they the best duo in the NBA?
Wow.
That's the conversation now.
Went from literally saying bad trade, good fit. Wow. The best duo in the NBA. Like
Overnight.
I said, there's two components in media, which that's why I love. That's why it's amazing. And you guys, that's why you guys have to really filter stuff and accept it. Don't ever think like, this what it is. The one aspect of it is the news, right? They bring you the news, who scored, when they scored, what happened in the world, blah, 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 blah. The entertainment part of it is the reaction to the news. Mm-hmm. How people react. Oh, I think this. Oh, I think that. 75% or 80% of people picked OKC to win by a blowout. This wasn't even.
Did you see the NBA was at a golf event the day before, and they had these cards, and they had all these celebrities pick who they predicted was going to win. The only one I saw, and shout out this guy, all-time champion, Michael Phelps. He picked the Milwaukee Bucks. Shout out Michael Phelps. That'd be an awesome guess.
Yes. Hey, let's text him. Let's text him. We'll DM him on Twitter or Instagram.
I'll make it. We can finagle some things. Do you have any closing thoughts just on the NBA Cup and the Bucks going out there getting the W? And now there's 58 games, something left in the NBA season, and
just a closing thought when it comes to the NBA Cup. I want to congratulate the Atlanta Hawks, the Houston Rockets, Oklahoma City Thunder, and the Milwaukee Bucks. Guys, for you guys to be here is not easy. Like I watch every game. All the teams are playing an all-time high. All these four teams, and not only that, they're playing an all-time high. But like it's hard to go all the way to the Cup, and that's why you see it's always going to be different teams in the Cup because it's so hard. And you got to be always good. You really got to be always good. So I don't take it for granted, Milwaukee Bucks, the fans, everybody for going 2 years in a row. That's already success, going 2 years in a row. But even more success, winning it, even though for the team now, and then this beautiful story that Giannis. I don't even remember what Giannis said before the season. What is the season? The name of the season is going to be called if this season could have a name.
Oh, what did
Redemption?
I remember this.
Redemption. That was the name. Redemption. And like you see it unfold in front of our eyes. Like these guys are fighting to be up there with everybody. So I'm happy about that. And like,
and I'm also walking out of the tunnel.
Yeah, but I'm also proud of and I'm also proud of the group. But I'm also proud of the product in the NBA, right? And OKC Thunders. These guys are great. Like I saw their roster top to bottom. I was like, then I was like, oh my God, Alex is here. I mean, Caruso, the other guys. I was like, oh shoot, Isaiah, Hans, all of these guys are like, whoa, okay, playing. Then from the other standpoint, you had us, and I said, okay, the Milwaukee Bucks, the Milwaukee Bucks. Then you had Andre Jackson, fucking dog. Sorry, beep that, dog, a dog. Bro, you saw what he did? You saw how he played? Gary Trent Jr. GT.
Andre got a national television segment about – they don't talk about non-superstars on national TV ever.
Please.
And Andre got a segment talking about his defense dominance.
As he should. Top defense. You had Gary Trent, Damian Lillard going crazy. Bobby Portis going crazy. Brook Lopez. Back-breaking threes. AJ Green. Step back. Over you. You had Dame coming off, catch and shoot twice, 3 times. Catch and shoot, come off the corner. He made a shot from the corner. I was like, bro, this is in front of where I was sitting. He took 2 dribbles and stepped back and went when he was shooting, his body was leaned to the side. It was like, made that. Giannis playing like
He played like the MVP that he is. Let's just be honest. He played like the MVP of the
You know
NBA.
this song? You know this song that's Roy Joy song? You will not win because I will not lose. That's exactly what's on my, like, when I was watching him play, I was like, okay. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. Playing like a defensive player of the year. Put the MVP on the side. Put the MVP on the side. Defensive player of the year, bro.
Those blocks.
Are you joking? Nobody wants to even go to the paint. Bro, he went to two closeout games, or 3 closeout games, or every closeout game so far, and has had 4 to 5 blocks. Orlando the same. The Pacers the same. This the same. Here again, the Hawks the same. What's his name? OKC the same.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the product. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of like what we have, and the future is bright for basketball. So I'm happy.
Very, very bright. You know what we need? And this just came when you said, like, Giannis, the guy's not coming to the paint. In the NBA, and like the NBA Twitter nerds have all this, like, oh, if this guy would play 36 minutes a night, here's what he would average, which are stats that I don't really look at because, like, there's so much unpredictability and randomness and the flow of a game and cardio and all this stuff, right? There should be a stat, maybe there is, to show the effectiveness of a guy like Giannis and his ability to keep people from taking high percentage shots. He doesn't block every single shot. I think in the Cup championship he had 3 total. But the amount of people who get into the lane and then pull out of the lane and try to, like, get a quick floater, it's not a good shot, and it's all because he's, like, within striking distance. Like, that matters way more than it's going to show up in the box score that goes, oh, XYZ player averaged more blocks per game than him. Yeah, but let's look at the full story here.
It does matter, and especially when you got those Twin Towers and, like, playing, like, plays a big role. Big role. First of all, I didn't even say this name. TP, Taurean Prince, shooting an amazing percentage. Mwah. Boom.
That's a great pickup.
Bro, like, come on, dog.
Nice little bonus.
Shout out to Taurean Prince and Darvin Ham, back to back.
7-0.
Yeah, coaching. Coach Doc really figuring stuff out and really coaching. You saw the dab in the end? Giannis and Doc, you saw that? You saw Giannis
you see how he built it up too?
Yeah. You saw how Giannis like, and what Giannis said about Dame after, and what they said about each other. Like, this is how you build teams, you know, and you trust, and now you see it coming to light, and this is what's gonna. I'm very excited for what's to come.
I say we end it right there. This is how you build teams. I love that. Love that.
Hey, another end of the show for Thanalysis. You guys have been amazing. Thank you guys. Please don't forget to share, like, subscribe to the show. Subscribe to the audio. You guys are amazing. We have great episodes coming in. We have great shows and content. And please follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok. You guys have been amazing. I want to thank our sponsors. Thanalysis presented by Gruber Law Offices. One call. That is all, Tony.
That's all.
Yep.
That's all,
and,
baby.
I want to thank our other sponsor, Potawatomi Casinos and Hotels. You guys are amazing. I want to thank Carbliss. Thank you guys so much. Analysis. Oh.